What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thailand TV. It's your boy, 800 to Stiz House, baby. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Prophet, de jour. God in man form, baby. God in man form, baby. Yeah. Hey, man. Just got done watching a very dominant game, man. We're gonna get into it in just a second here. I just wanna let me hold on. I just wanna alert everybody I'm on, you know what I'm saying? Might as well throw something out there and let people know I'm on right now. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. A lot of things happen in in this game that I've been kind of pointing on. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things that I've been pointing on in some of my recent game breakdowns is Halliburton. Um, Halliburton established himself early. I think that was one of the biggest factors because in the finals, it's one of those type of things where you can't play reserved in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's like everybody in basketball knows about the second season. You know what I'm saying? And the second season is playoff time. You know what I mean? And people play with a different energy and a different motor at playoff time. So guys that are usually okay and content with just being in reserve, um, you can't do that, especially when you're the stars. You can't do that in finals time. And I think that those are, I was pointing out uh, key moments in the game where I felt like he needed to dominate. I felt third quarter was when he needed to dominate and early in the game, and I think he did that tonight. Definitely was shooting the ball a little bit more when he would pass it and be a more facilitator. You know what I'm saying, getting his teammates involved. I felt like he was more aggressive on the offensive end, which is exactly what I'm saying. One of the things that I said that he was going to need to do, being the front man of Indiana. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the guy, right? So you got to, especially in the beginning, you got to establish that early. You know what I'm saying? Shea does that all the time, right? Um, and Halliburton was really in his comfort zone, being aggressive. Probably because it was in home court. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, um, there were home games before where he was like this, where he was like that. How I was talking about before. Um, and today, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely one of them times where he needed to come out of that shell early. You know what I mean? And you look at it, he only had 14. You know what I'm saying? 5 for 12 though, which means he was taking some shots. And like I said, he was out most of the fourth quarter, um, because the way Indy dominated OKC. So he really didn't have to, um, go out and show out, because usually he come on there, you know what I'm saying. He'd really show up in the fourth quarter. So today, like I said, he was getting his buckets early. He was shooting the ball, shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? High arc. Hey, I'm a shooter, dude. I'm a real shooter. I wasn't always that when I was younger, but I turned into a shooter once I learned how to shoot correctly. And man, I'm telling you, that high arc dropped right into the basketball. Ain't nothing like it, boy. Ain't nothing like it. So he hits that shot too. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny too, because He'll hit it like um he'll hit it like on a step back. You know what I mean? Like he'll get it, dribble, step back real quick, and bang, whoop, that thing is off. That thing is off, man. It's up in the air, man, and just drops down in there. And his court vision is so dope, because he's very deceptive. You know what I'm saying? Like he understands how to make a player, a defender, fully commit with one more dribble. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times what I try to teach kids is I try to teach kids that they're taking uh, one too many dribbles, right? I'm like, you could have got that pass off a lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? With with one less dribble, but because you took that dribble, you know what I'm saying, that extra dribble, that caused time for the defense to either, you know what I'm saying, collapse on you, or for the defender that's guarding the person you're going to pass to get themselves in a better defensive position. Well, there was one time when Halliburton was coming down the side of the court, and I could see it, man. I could see this stuff, man. I watch this stuff, man, play out, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a prophet, you look at things differently. So I look at the court like that, and I seen him. He came down the sideline, and who was it? Siakam was running down the other side. So he looked straight ahead, right? Because wherever you look, that's where the defender's looking. So if you look to pass it, if you see a pass, I tell kids this all the time. If you see a pass, the defense sees it. You know what I'm saying? Because most good passers, they ain't looking, or it comes out before anybody is even looking. So I seen him like look straight ahead, almost like a quarterback, drawing that defender to commit on that one last dribble, and literally on the bounce up of the dribble, just flung it. Flung it quick, perfect. Siakam caught that in stride, took a body, you know what I'm saying? He took a body. But just that court awareness, that court knowledge, in such a play like that, it just shows how well he understands mathematics, because you got to understand the floor, you got to understand angles. Not only that, you got to understand force, speed, you got to understand, you know what I'm saying, all that, right? And that shows his basketball IQ just in that simple play for me. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, he's a slept on, I think, star, because he knows this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? This kind of stuff ain't on the stat sheets. You know what I mean? Like when I talk a lot about the stuff that I teach young people, it's not in the stat sheets, bro. It's not on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the real life, in the trenches stuff. You know what I'm saying? The paper stuff, you know what I'm saying, is going to get you, you know what I mean? It's going to get you there. You know what I'm saying? But once you get there, I'm the type of dude that's going to teach you what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you what to do in these trenches. You know what I'm saying? And Halliburton is a guy whose IQ is so well enough. He understands that how to adapt, right? And that's why I tell you that today in this game, he came out like most people would play a closeout game. You know what I'm saying? And on the team that's on the verge of being eliminated, right? OKC kind of didn't, man. OKC kind of didn't, man. I think Indiana played the way that Indiana plays. You know, just hitting shots when they're necessary. Just having a sense of urgency of understanding the level, and understanding the consequence of losing this game. And that's how they played today. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like it was a fearful thing. It was more so like, okay, we don't have time to wait. We got to get one out of the way. We got to get one out of the way, so that we got to get the one that it's our home field. You know what I'm saying? Our home court advantage. We got to get this out of the way real quick. Boom, toss that in the bang burner real quick. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? In the out in the back. You know what I'm saying? In the bonfire. Throw it in the bonfire. It's over. It's over, right? Because that's their mindset now, is game 7. But today, it was masterful Indiana basketball. That's what it was. From what I've seen of the way that they play. And that's, I think, it's the important thing, is to understand your team. And Indiana played the way like they played tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always got to have, every team has their identity. So it's not to say, okay, this team play like this, and the only way you're going to win is to play like that. I think the way you win is to play the basketball that your team plays, and play it to the best that y'all can play it. And Indiana did that tonight. Toppin was cold. Toppin was, man. I told y'all, man, I like his game, man. His game is really, really, really versatile. It's more than just, because there's a lot of guys that go into the league and because the league tries to label. It tries to label. What did I tell you? I tell you, this playoffs has really been full of roster that has a lot of 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys, long. You know what I'm saying? And athletic. And the NBA doesn't know how to. You can't label that. You can't label that because Toppin in particular, I would say, was one of these guys that came into the league and they label him as dunker, pick and roll dunker, maybe spot up shoot. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of what he was labeled as because I kind of looked at it like that too in a little bit. But then once I started seeing him, you know what I'm saying, handle the rock, I started seeing his decision making, and then even topping like some of his dunks, right? Some of his dunks be like at times where most players his size would try to lay it up or something or go off the glass or they just wouldn't go as strong. But he go, he go, you know what I'm saying? He go rock that. He go dribble, handle, bam, bam, two up, dang on you, right? And that's some dope stuff right there for Indiana. And that's why he mixes up so well with him and Siakam, Turner. I think Turner needs to get a little bit more of an offensive game. You know what I'm saying? But his size too. You know what I'm saying? The way he's able to move. McCollum, dude. Okay, see, y'all gonna have to figure out something about McCullum, man. Y'all got to do something, man. Y'all probably thought that Caruso, Caruso, they like balance each other out, but Cullum is kind of, you know what I mean? Cullum is kind of coming off real quick, man. Let's see. He had 12. Toppin had 20. See, so one more time for top. I'll top it. You know what I mean? Hey, Toppin had 20 tonight, man. He was serving them up, bro. 4 for 7 on threes for Toppin. Man, I like his game, man. McCollum had 12. Is that right? 12, 9, and 6. McCollum, 12, 9, and 6, bro. Halliburton, I said he had 14, 1, and 5. Nembhard had 17. They was just hitting shots when they needed to, man. Turner was 3 and 4 tonight, a little low. Like I said, he has to work on his little offensive game. He's only 1 for 9. Definitely got to pick it up a little bit more, figure out where your spots are, and get to those spots. Siakam was 16 and 13. Neesmith had 10, a quality 10. Shepard has 7. The Thurum. I'm figure out how to say your name, boy. The Thurum. He only had 2, but he was cool though. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I mean? That's low key because if you need to, he might be able to get loose one day. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do it. So, and Indiana was playing their basketball tonight, man. I think that was just one of the things that OKC could not do tonight was get into their game. I felt that Indiana's defense was really smothering and magnetic. I felt that they were with their players, man. They weren't. They were being smart when it came to Dean up Shea, and giving him his space to do what he got to do. And honestly, when you break it down from a standpoint of a defensive person like myself, how I look at it is sometimes you got to let the star get off. Let the star have it. Like if a guy is just that good, right? My game plan would be you're going to play him tough, you're going to play him smart, play him solid, but no gambling. You're just going to make it tough for him to shoot them things, right? But everybody else going to get it. I'm locking everybody else down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on your team getting shut down, which means you're going to, if we're a team that can score 70, 80 points, you're going to have to score 70 points out of that motherfucking game to beat us. That's how I play. That's how when I'm rolling on, when I look at a team like that, where it's one guy that's like that guy, that go-go guy, I'm like, okay, bet. We know he's going to probably drop about 20, maybe 25 if he's hot that night, maybe. Okay, we just gonna play D, contest it, make it tough for him to get that 25. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else ain't getting nothing. And that's kind of what Indiana did tonight. I mean, it was like, look, Hartenstein had 10. Wills had 16. Holmgren, man, you had 4, man. But I seen the reason. I seen the difficulty. It's because You know, a guy like Turner, a guy like Siakam, veteran. I will say this. The only thing that was a disadvantage for Chet tonight and not being able to get off like he usually can was veteran. Siakam and Turner are basically the exact same size as you. They are basically they are you're probably about 2-3 inches taller, but as far as build, slender, y'all slender, long arms, right? And can move like you. The problem is that they're veterans, and this is what we have conversations with young guys all the time. We talk about that grown man strength. You know what I'm saying? So, especially in basketball, that grown man strength is a lot different. It's a lot different in basketball. You know what I'm saying? So these guys ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? Especially Siakam's won chips, bro. Siakam's got a ring, bro. He's got you know what I'm saying? 45 carats, 45 carats on his hand, dog, on his finger, bro. That's grown man strength, bro. You're going up against. So when you go in there and you make your little drive to the basket, you drive from your little move, you drive from the right side to the left side, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the left side of the basket, boom, the body is still there. And then you bump into it, boom, the body is still there. So now you want to boom, stop, pump fake, try to use your footwork. Every time you bump, body is still there. That's that grown man strength, and it makes it a lot more difficult. And then I seen you block three get blocked because these guys are long, man. It's a lot different. But I think you're gonna adjust, especially at home. Everything changes when a lot of people are at home. So I expect Czech to come out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Jay Will has 16. That's normal. That's normal. This is what I was telling people about. I said 20 to 16. I told you keep Chet under 12. Shake 21. 7 of 15. All right. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all right shooting. You know what I'm saying? But for a closeout game, 21 for you. 16 is what, you know what I'm saying, I would expect for Jay Wills, even, you know what I'm saying? Even with the tough defensive night that was going on for those guys. Dort had 3. Caruso had nothing. Nada. That's weird. That's weird. I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's saying a lot for defenses because Caruso's pretty similar to McConnell type of mindset, man, where it's just really scrappy guys, man. You know, type of guys that catch you sleeping. IQ pretty high, pretty high basketball IQ, and can hit a shot. You know what I'm saying? So for him to have 0, the defense of Indiana must have been, you know what I'm saying, swarming like that, right? You know what I'm saying? That shows it right there. If you could stop one of the glue guys that just, you know what I'm saying, can accidentally get a basket, and you can hold them to nothing, then your defense is doing a really good job. I mean, it's one of those type of things where 1, 2, 3. I mean, 3 of your starters got OKC got over 10. None of the bench got over 10. That's really what the problem is right there. Bench didn't step up, you know. We talk about this every time I speak with this finals that's been going on. One of the things that I've been loving is the quality time. You know what I'm saying? Coach, I want to give a shout out too to Carlisle, to Rick Carlisle, man. Like, dude is a good coach, man. Rick Carlisle. I've never heard any bad media press about Rick Carlisle. I mean, I gotta like think. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can't recall any like really bad media stuff on Rick Carlisle. So dude is a clean dude, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he has a lot of winning. You know what I'm saying? Like he wins some basketball games, man. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to him, man, because the way he just I it's amazing. You got 8 guys with 20 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. You got 8 guys. Your highest guy is Siakam with 32, Neymar with 31. That's your highest guys right there. You got 26 for Turner, 25 for Naismith, 23 for Halliburton, 23 for Toppin, 24 for McCollum, and 20 for Shepard. Hey man, that's great management, bro. That is literally great management, bro. And even Mathurin, that's right, Mathurin had 14. You know what I'm saying? So he right up in there too. That's 9 people, bro. That's 9 deep you're going. And for a coach to be able to manage that, and to get out of each 9 players their best games, that's a testament to him, man. Because Carlisle, man, he that's one thing he do know. He's a coach that knows both sides of the ball, man. I think a lot of times you run into coaches that be like one side of the ball coaches, right? And in other sports, I think it's great to be a one side of the ball minded person in football. Um, but in sports like basketball, where it's fast paced, you gotta have both. You gotta have a spirit that's like, okay, we gotta get points, and then you gotta have a spirit that's like, we gotta stop them. You gotta have both, because you can't just be one. You can't just think, okay, we gotta score more than them. I understand people have that mentality, which is great, because while you're thinking that you gotta score more than them, the person in the other locker room that you're playing against is thinking the same damn thing. Right? You know what I'm saying? They're thinking they gotta score more than you, right? So if you're not thinking we gotta stop them, they're probably thinking that they got to stop you. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand how to fluctuate on both sides of the ball. And I think Rick Carlisle does that because he gets that out of his players. He gets some guys that can go on the defensive side and really, use their basketball IQ and um, their team defensive sets to a high level, to where it just really kind of dominates people. Now, like I said, man, I'm like really, really sure this will be a super exciting game 7. I think this is going to be one of the dopest game 7s we ever seen in a while. It's going to be a lot of scoring. It's going to be a lot of hitting, but it's going to be a lot of good defense. It's going to be a lot of good team basketball. I'm really excited for this game 7. I really am. I think both of these teams are, you know, pretty equal. I mean, pretty equal. I think the only reason why OKC might have the nod a little bit more is because of Jay Wills. I think Jay Wills is an up and coming star. I think Jay Wills is a star. Is eventually going to be a star in itself. Like I read this stuff and I see how the front offices in the NBA work. One of the things that I hate and wish, and I can't wait till one day that I'm able to do, to have a franchise or run a team myself, because one of the things that these teams do is they shuffle these guys out like cattle, and they shuffle them out like cards. You know what I'm saying? Like they grab a guy, they make a move, they don't like how it go down, and make another move, rather than try to piece things together and wait and see how it works, build team camaraderie, because you can't pay for team camaraderie. A lot of times, a lot of teams be coming in and they don't be having that team camaraderie. But I'm really excited with the way the basketball has been played with these two teams here. OKC, man, like I said, man, um, shit, that's the only knowledge Jay Will, because I think you got Shea, you got Halliburton. I'm not saying they're equal, because Shea, I'm sorry, Halliburton. Shea just on a different level right now. You know what I'm saying? You can potentially get there. You said you wanted to get there, so you can potentially get there. The heck, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You can get there. It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? We see, we see you can get there. So, you know what I mean? I think the difference, though, is that Siakam is the champion. Um, I feel like Toppin and Miles Turner, even Bryant too. If he can get up and get, you know what I'm saying, lose a little bit of weight, get a little bit more agile. Um, I think that basketball is looking good with these guys, man. But they're not a Jay Wills level, man. Jay Wills is another dude, man. I'm telling you, I know how these front offices work, man. I'm not trying to bust a bubble or nothing. I just know how they work, man. And I hate that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't make sure they make the moves and keep these guys together, think about it. I mean, look at the team OKC, right? Look at them. Look at them, right? Look at them. What's stopped keeping them from being together for a while, right? It's gonna be money, right? And people are gonna, players are gonna try to make their moves too. Same thing with Indiana. I mean, because one thing we talked about this on Real Recognize Real, the average age. Look at the average age of these teams, man. OKC is what, 25.7, 25.7? 25.7 years old. 25.7 years old. The average. That's crazy. Indiana, I think they were at about the same. I think they had probably about 26. They might have been 26, 25, but it was somewhere like that, bro. The average age, bro. These are young dudes, bro. These are young guys. You know what I'm saying? And it just hurts because I know how the front offices work. They don't think like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that mindset is something that I have. I don't know too many people that have it. I don't know how many people can understand how to say, okay, it's going to take about 4 or 5 years to make this crack off. Like, can you say that to yourself, really? Like, that's some tough stuff to do. That's some tough stuff to sit there and say, okay, what's calculating right now? Whatever happens, it's going to be some ups and some downs like a motherfucker, which means if it's ups and downs, which means it's going to be up, which is all the way up, which means it's going to be downs all the way down, right? So you got to be able to say, okay, no matter what, it's going to take me 4 to 5 years to make that crack off. And then not make the goal just the 4 to 5 years, but the goal is just to make your mindset be ready for endure the 4 or 5 years, because that's going to be the toughness. But once you get to the 4th and the 5th year, cracking. And a lot of teams and a lot of executives don't do that. They grab somebody, boom. By the time May, June hit, nigga, you're hearing trade rumors about the guy that just got. Like, what? Like, what'd you get rid of the guy? What'd you get rid of the guy that you got rid of that guy for in the first place? Right? This is what I'm talking about. So when you make moves like that, I get what they're saying. I get what they're doing, because a lot of teams want to win now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams want to have the opportunity to win now. But if you do that, I mean, like, OKC did that. OKC kind of built the team, you know what I'm saying, on the low. They built it. They drafted that team, man. Them young guys, man, they gonna be riding out for a while, man. As long as they keep them together, man. As long as they keep them together. I think that's the one thing money can't buy is team camaraderie, bro. It can't buy guys that can play well with each other. And Shea and Jay Will play amazing with each other. And I think that Jay Will is the only thing that makes it not different. Like I said, I told you about McCollum and Caruso. They kind of cancel each other out. They're trying to cancel each other out, for real. You know what I'm saying? I think McCollum's a better shooter. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as what they do for the team, what they bring to the team is pretty much the same. Naismith, wow with it. But you know what I'm saying? Him and Nembhard, they pretty much like what? They like Dort and what's his name? Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Chet. And we talked about that. Chet kind of matches up with Turner and Siakams. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Toppin. Toppin coming off, boy. Y'all better get that boy, put some respect on that man's name, man. Put some respect on that man Toppin name, man. I like Toppin, bro. I do. I really like Toppin, man. I like his game, man. It's just so NBA transitional. You know what I'm saying? He just basically can he can handle the rock pretty good. He ain't like a, you know what I'm saying, a Kyrie Irving with the rock, but he can handle the rock pretty fine in traffic. He got a little jumper, you know what I'm saying? He got a little jumper. I'm talking about no today. Did you see the boy today? Did you see the boy today? The boy, I mean, because the boy been hitting threes and clutch threes in the game. But you see the boy today? He had about what, 3, 4, you know, the move. What I tell you about them getting to your spot, getting to your mid-range spot move where he gonna come in, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? One little body check, get that separation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was wild. He did it like 3 times in a row. I said, dang, he got to like the little elbow extended. Bump up. whack him. Said that was crazy. I said, top and cool. Man, hey, but that's the thing about the playoffs, and that's the thing about the finals, that a lot of people, a lot of kids, young people, they come out, bro. It's like they time to shine, dude, during the show, during the playoffs, man. And a lot of people, shoot, tell the truth, shame the devil. A lot of people make paychecks off the playoffs. I've seen, especially there was a time we were talking about this one day before, man. I remember my brother retired, and like two years later, was it 2 or 3 years later after he retired? Man, they just started throwing money everywhere, bro. They just was giving. I'm talking about dudes that played that. I mean, what dude was this? It was one dude from Portland. He averaged, um, what's we know him? He the homie too, Turner. Turner. His name is Turner. Evan Turner. Was it Evan Turner? I think it might have been Evan Turner. It was one of these dudes, man. I remember, man. Like, dude was in Portland. He averaged like 7 minutes a game. Averaged 2 points a game. And that next year, because he signed a contract for like 3 years, 37 million. It was like, what? This dude? You know what I'm saying? But hey, they was throwing paper out, man. They was throwing paper out, bro. And that's the scariest thing about it. Like I told y'all, with the whole executives and things like that. Because man, that money gonna come out, bro. People gonna go get that money, man. It's crazy, man. I saw it turn around, bro. I've seen it twice. Then that TV deal came in, that CBA that they paid for, man. So that's why I be tripping on people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to teach these young kids how to get this, man, because it's a lot of money to be made out here, man, in sports, man. This is for real, though. It is for real. So many avenues, and it's not like you got to take one avenue to get to your dream and to your goal, because it's not just one place. And that's how America does, though. America does that. America tries to make you think that the NBA is the final be all for it. I've seen people get paid more than NBA players overseas. You know what I'm saying? And they do more for you, and they take care of you better. And it's tax free. You know what I'm saying? We try not to tell all the secrets, but we tell you some, man. That's all it is. Hey, it's a little bit of game, man. If you listen to it, blessings. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, what meant for you. But no, for real though, because that's the thing about it. You got to understand too. Like, that's why we push, and that's why we try to make sure we encourage these kids as much as possible, because the avenues for royalties and making money in sports is huge, a huge pool. There's a lot of places you can go and get money, right? It's not just the NBA floor. And what America does, it tries to crush these kids' dreams to make them think that they can't make it to some level of sports that they love. And there is a place for you to go. There's a place for you to make some money, get your money. It's like any hustle out there, like hustlers, right? Like Master P, right? I try to teach kids just to use basketball like Master P. You know what I'm saying? He was slanging DVDs and slanging tapes in the hood, calling himself the ice cream man, right? You know what I'm saying? He got out of that game and became a businessman. And that's what you do. Use this sports so you can get as much as you can get out of it, so you can get lucrative enough that you can start, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever you want to do and live your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are making a lot of money. Like I said, Jay Will, I think, is going to be in a situation, you know, if not this year, next year. I have to take a look at what contract he's sitting at right now. But I mean, he's putting himself in a position to make a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to pay that man. You know what I'm saying? And they got the money, so stop playing. Y'all got the money, man. Keep them boys together, man. Okay, see, right. I mean, they right. I mean, they all over the place. Check got a little stronger. When you come back home, Q, get that nigga, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying, white dude. But get that dude in the gym, bro. Get that dude in them up and up, throwing them things up, bro. Throwing them things up. Swear to God, because I remember when who was it? Was it KD or Steph? I think it was KD and Steph. You know how in the combine they be having them lift. I forgot how much was it, but they supposed to lift a certain amount, right? And them dudes couldn't, right? And they was always talking about that, like it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. For Steph and KD, that's a different story, man. Them unicorns. You know what I'm saying? But still, in a sense, though, I mean, it kind of still does, because if you put a little weight on those guys, you know what I'm saying? You put a little strength on them, you knock them off their way. I think Steph a little bit different than KD though. But yeah, because Steph can hit. His daddy was the best shooter in the world too. But no, if they keep these guys, man, They keep these guys from Oklahoma City together, man, for a while, man. It'll be a. I could see it being something that they win a couple. I can see them win a couple, man. You know what I'm saying? This one, I think that I think Indiana's going to win this one. I think this is going to be the first championship in Indiana Pacers arena. This is going to go in the rafters for Indiana. I think that right now, just the whole art of playing team basketball is going to show through. I think one of the biggest movies in the history of basketball, one of the best movies in the history of basketball. It's straight. This is a um, um, this movie transcends culture. It just does. Like straight up, if you're a basketball person, this movie transcends culture, and it's basically, you know what I'm saying, about Indiana basketball. You know what I mean? Just the way that you're supposed to play as a team. It's a team sport. It's the one game where playing as a team looks so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And Indiana's playing that way right now, and I think it's a time. It's always about need and demand. And I think the need right now is for good basketball to come back. I think that people have seen too much sloppy basketball. We've seen too much egotistical basketball. We've seen too much basketball where everybody is just throwing up stuff, literally just throwing up crap, right? That now people need to see good basketball, and that is the um, that's the essence of like aura manifestation. Um, um, just um, being able to change the course of things and bring us back to a way that made people want to like the game again. You know what I'm saying? And now people are, kids are, man. People are playing basketball. Girls are playing basketball. I always talk about the ladies, man. The ladies sports, man, be cracking off. So, and they they do the lady. Hey, man, look, man, ladies about to start making that money too, dog. They about to start getting paid too. They over there throwing blows, man. They running up on Caitlin, throwing her on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin's bodyguards coming out of nowhere, throwing her all over, throwing them all over the place. They banging like what? You know what I'm saying? They about to go get some money, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no regular root tootin', pretty pretty pageant. You know what I'm saying? This is a basketball playing basketball, boy. You know what I'm saying? You better check into that. She played for the Indiana Fever too. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. OKC, this is just one of those type of things where it's like, hey, man, it was yours, but I think the defense is just gonna be too difficult. I think Shea gonna do his thing on Game 7. I think Jay Will's gonna hit some good shots. I think Caruso's gonna actually play the ball he played. I think Chet's gonna hit some good shots. Um, I think Dort hit a couple of shots. I don't think he'll probably be at the best that he's been in the past. Um, I think that Hardenstein, you know what I'm saying? He had 10 tonight, but I don't think he'll have 10 again in Game 7. Wiggins, probably about the same. Jay Will and Shea gonna do their thing. They gonna do their thing. I think Shea probably have about 30. I think Jay Will might have about 32. Indiana, Halliburton, do what you did today. Honestly, for real. I mean, that's really my only tweak with Indiana. Halliburton, just do what you did today. Um, uh, insert yourself quickly. Let your team know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I think that's huge for them. That helps them bring up their level. I always think that. I always think that you got to have a guy that can ignite everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think Toppin is that guy. I think McCollum is that guy. Somebody that just I always say this to somebody. It's the reason why you can always notice a guy who is a battery of the whole team. Like literally everything changes because that person, you know what I'm saying, is on the floor. And the reason why is because let's say you get a guy that's a defensive stopper like Patrick Beverly or something like that, and they play 94 feet of defense. You can't be the guy lagging off playing at the free throw line and your guys at the 3-point line. You on the floor, and 4 other people on the floor with you, and one guy's all the way up down the court by the concession stand playing defense on somebody. You ain't gonna be sitting up there lagging off. You're gonna be like, well, I gotta get up too. That's what Toppin and McCollum do. You know what I'm saying? Like McCollum be doing a little sneaky stuff. We be catching people, man. Dudes be right there, man, waiting, coming back because they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, bam, we right there too. So it's one of those type of things that those battery guys, you know what I'm saying, are really, really, really important. And McCollum brings that, Toppin brings that, and it's not forced. It's not forced. They just play within each other. That's why it's a lot easier for Indiana's bench to bench players to get out there and do things. You know what I mean? Because none of them are forcing. None of them are trying to force anything. They're all playing within each other. They're all relying on Halliburton. But Halliburton, that's the thing that's so crazy. Look, see, that's what's so different about it. See, Halliburton puts his guys in a position to be dominant and to take over. So they all feel comfortable doing that, right? So when you do that, when Halliburton decides, okay, now I want to get off, and then he can't get off, and he can pass it to somebody that can say, okay, bam, let me go get it. Whereas if Halliburton is always trying to take the shots and always shooting up everything and always the ball has to go through him all the time, when he gets into trouble or the defense is that good where it's locking him down and he kicks it out to somebody, they don't know what to do. Their reaction is not what you need, not dominate, take it over, because they've always been like, no, we're going through you. Where Indiana, Halliburton has fed his guys and been like, no, you get it. So therefore, when he does turn it on and he comes to one of the guys, it's not like he's sitting there like, okay, dang, now I got to just throw this out here and hope something happens. He's like, nah, I can give it to one of my guys, and they know, all right, bet. Now I got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? I got 9 seconds to get a shot, 7 seconds to get a shot off. You know what I mean? And it's beneficial that he did that, but I always feel like, especially in playoffs, you got to switch some things that you used to do in the second season. You got to switch, and one of those type of things was for him to come on, and he did that tonight. Man, I really think he put himself together early in the game. And man, Toppin, dude, I just can't get over this guy, bro. I really can't, man. I can't get over this guy, man. I can't get over this guy, Toppin, bro, man. He just had a good basketball game. This was a really good game, man. I mean, as far as really good game for Indiana. I'm not trying to be biased or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But OKC, I think you guys are a bomb-ass basketball team, man. I think just the future of basketball is your team. You think about Shea at his position. You think about Williams at his position. You think about Chet at his position. You know, can we say that it's similar to? Can we say that it's similar to when they had Westbrook, Harden, KD? I mean, they had a big three. Like, is that really? I mean, because this is really. I mean, if you look at the roster, look at their roster. You got Jay Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Shea, and then in the next level is Dort, Hardenstein, Caruso, Wiggins. That's, I mean, Jay Will, Holmgren, and Shea. That's their big three, right? And that's, I mean, pretty similar to what they provide for OKC. It's pretty similar to what they had when they had the 3 scoring champions of the NBA on their team. And this is what, thank you, man. You know how to bring stuff around, bro. And I've talked about this before, man. Like, dude, this is what I just said. I'm telling you, execs, man. You guys are listening to me out there. You're listening to me because you guys doing stuff I told you to do, man. So, OKC, you got a big 3. The last time this happened, you slipped, bruh. The last time this happened, you fumbled, bruh. You fumbled the ball, bruh. For real. You fumbled the ball. You fumbled the ball for Serge Ibaka. That's who you fumbled the ball for. You had, yeah, I'm gonna break this down for y'all real quick. I like because this is a passionate one of mine. You had OKC had Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and KD on the same team. You had 3 of NBA's scoring champions. 3 of them on your team. They weren't scoring champions at the same time, but they eventually, because they were at OKC early in their career. So let me break that down for you guys. We're talking about at a time where those 3 guys played on the same team in OKC before they went off and started to get all their accolades. A lot of accolades. Okay. Russell Westbrook went on to be one of the most versatile basketball playing guards in the history of the NBA. The dude has 3 triple-double seasons. James Harden, scoring machine. Man put up buckets. My man's name rolls on the scoring list so fast. So fast in the last 7 years. Just skyrocketed. You know what I'm saying? Just put up buckets, bro. Buckets. Made one of the most revolutionary moves, the super duper step back. First one to really evolve the baiting, I would say. I mean, because they flopping and stuff was back in the day. Yeah, it was. I mean, you know, even old school basketball, they pandered into the referees. They played into the referees. But I think James Harden was the first one to kind of make it not like he was baiting, but like actually get the calls. He was the first one to actually get the calls. You know what I'm saying? On some dumb stuff, right? So, and then we get to KD. Champion. 6'11", 7 foot. He argues all the time about what he is, man, because he wants to be called 6'11", because he don't want people to think that he's 7 foot. He wants to stay in the 6 categories, so he seems a little bit more nicer just because he's only 6'11", but he really about 7'1", 7'2". Which would make it even, for me, would make it even doper to score on any and everywhere on the court, anyhow, what, nigga, anytime, nigga, give me the ball, nigga, move out my way, nigga, rock, nigga, pull up, jumper, nigga, fuck, nigga, to the lane, nigga, buck, dunk, nigga, block shots, nigga, everything, right? This nigga do everything, right? You know what I'm saying? You had those 3 people on the team at the same time, bro. And you, as a franchise, you couldn't see that? Like, for real, am I talking crazy? Am I talking crazy? Please, somebody tell me, am I talking crazy? As a franchise, you couldn't see that? You couldn't see that? Like, I got to pause, bro. You got it now. You got it back now. I'll give you that. I don't know if this is why you did that. I don't know. I ain't going to sit here and be like, yeah, you knew that 12 years down the road, you was going to have Shea and Jay Will and Chet. Nah, I'm not buying that if that's anything, because you had Russell Westbrook, you had James Harden, and you had KD on the same team. Siakam, I would have just told him, you got to take a pay cut, player, because we're going to keep these 3 together. I don't get these front offices, bro. I would have made sure those 3 stay together. Everybody else got to take pay cuts. That's real talk. I mean, as a franchise, that's how you get it done. You got the money. I don't know how you can't. That was crazy to me, man. That was super crazy to me, dude. And I just really felt like nobody gave Russell Westbrook. KD did not give Russell Westbrook the signal that it was not okay to shoot the ball. I felt if Batman would have spoke up and told Robin to chill the fuck out, I felt like they could have won that one year. They could have won that one. That would have been theirs. But you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be all, and even in the interview, he wanted to be all like, man, you know, no, it's okay. We want Russ to do these things. This is what we want him to do. I'm like, nah, the fuck you don't. You know what I'm saying? Be for real. No, the hell you don't. Tell that motherfucker to stop, man, and pass the ball, nigga. The nigga should he he didn't get his years of triple doubles until KD was gone. If I'm correct, I have to look it up. I think that is true is that he didn't start getting his triple doubles until KD was gone, which is ironic to me because if I played with a guy like KD, I'd have like 15, 20 assists. I'd average 15 to 20 assists playing with a guy like KD, straight up. Then I 4 games, I'd be like, hey man, I just let you know I'm gonna give you the ball. Just get clear, go off screen, get your hands ready. I'm giving you the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm at 15 assists. I'd rather have 15 assists than 15 shot attempts. I mean, I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit mine, you know what I'm saying? But 15 assists is a guaranteed buckets. So it's either 20 or 45, you know what I'm saying? Or 30 or 45, you know what I'm saying? So guaranteed. 15 shot attempts don't guarantee you're gonna make them, So and now this new mix that they got, this new mix of the big three OKC got, Shea just a magician with the ball. He's literally a magician with the ball. He's very strategic. Um, he's like a silent killer. He's a silent assassin. You know what I'm saying? He comes in there and he just does his work, eliminates his targets, and then goes back down the other end and plays some defense. Jay Will, I'm really starting to see his game. I'm really starting to see him evolve and understand how to play within the NBA scheme. And he gets to his spots now too. He's very confident. He's starting to become very confident. He's starting to recognize advantages that he has and then extorting those advantages. And like I said, he can shoot the ball too. So, I mean, the guy is pretty good defensively also. Chet got to get a little bit stronger. Besides getting a little bit stronger, I think really that's his only thing. I think that's his only flaw is getting stronger. I think his release can probably get a little bit faster on his shot, but if he gets with his size and his mobility, he's a danger, bro. He's a danger at his position. So, because I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna put a big guy on him that's immobile? You know what I'm saying? Like a Brook Lopez or even Hardenstein probably in practice. I think he'd be murdering him. That's probably Hardenstein probably gets better because he has to follow that dude around. But his game would be a lot better once he gets a little bit stronger because he'd be able to just abuse people, man. Because I've seen him do it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him do it. I've seen him, grab rebounds, turn around, just dunk on fools, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen him do it, but being a little bit stronger, make the capabilities of you doing it more often, especially during playoff time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, those three, man, the problem is keeping them together. Okay, see, you're going to have to keep them together, man. You had the opportunity to do it before. You got the opportunity to do it again now. And let's see, front offices, what y'all got out here, man. Let's see what y'all got for these young people, man. Let's see if y'all can teach these people that building a team and a franchise and a dynasty takes a lot more than playing cards with or playing cattle. You know what I mean? It takes it almost takes you having the mind of a prophet. You got to have the mind of a prophet because you got to be able to see what other people can't see, and you got to see what's there. You know, you got to see what's there. You know what I'm saying? When it ain't there, you got to see it, bro. You got to have that faith locked in, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, hopefully one day, man, manifestation, man, I could have a team, man. Could be coaching a team or be in the front office of the team just to kind of help give these guys a little bit of vision on the players, man. Because that's player development, man. That's right up my thing, bro. I can look at players and I can tell you what we can get from them. You know what I'm saying? I can look at you and tell you what you can get from a player straight up, just off the jump, just off of something seeing them play. I can let you know what they need to work on. And that's the thing about it too. Like I try to teach my kids, man, when I'm coaching my kids, I try to tell them one thing you got to do is I told my son this, man, you got to understand what your opponent does. In a basketball game, after about at the highest level, 3 minutes, but at the lower levels, 5 minutes, bro. You should know everything about a player after the first 5 minutes of the game. After the first 5 basketball minutes of a game, you should know it, especially the guy that you're playing defense on and that's D'ing you up. You should know everything about that person. You should know everything that they do, everything that they like to do. And yes, I'm saying everything that they like to do because it's easy to judge people. People try to put fronts on and try to be like, no, I didn't feel like that, or no, I didn't do like that. Yeah, right. I know what you did. I know why you did it. I'm not stupid. I'm a grown ass human being. I know how to take myself out of myself and build it on the wall. And I know how to observe situations and scenes. And one of the things that's the good thing about that, being having that kind of observing character, is that you know how to read people. You know how to read what they do, what they want to do. You can read. It's very easy. You know what I'm saying? Because the body tells it all. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a game and you're watching, you're playing defense on a guy and you're watching him and he dribbles 3 times to the right, and then he crosses over to the left, and then crosses back over to the right. Homie, just in 2 seconds, you just told me that you don't like to dribble with your left hand that often. That's what you just told me. Just from watching you dribble right there, showed me you don't like to dribble with your left hand that often. There's some guys that when you watch them, they'll dribble with their left hand right before they shoot, and you'll say to yourself, "Oh, so right before you like to shoot, you like to walk up and dribble 1, 2 into a shot with your left hand, but you're right-handed." See, these are the things that being observant gets you to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Being able to read people, man. I think basketball is one of those type of sports where being able to read and know what a person's doing is just something that you need to your advantage. I was speaking about this the other day, man, making sure that you have, you know, where all 10 people are on the floor, right? And you could start breaking down each person and what they're good at and what they want to do and what their move is, what their go-to move is. And then that's the easiest thing to do to shut them down, is because once you start realizing what they do, what they like to do, that's what you start taking away. If somebody, like I just said, if somebody likes to dribble with their right hand, favor your defense to his left, to his right side. See what happens. See if he can do anything with that left. If he can't, now you know. Now you know how to D him up. You know, that should be easy to do. You know what I'm saying? It should be easy to watch people move. I think the most difficult thing is to watch people move without the ball. Now that's the problem. That's where defensive IQ and defensive schemes and playing defense as a team come into play, because when you play against guys that move without the ball, like that's what Indiana do. Indiana move without the ball. OKC move without the ball. They go get to their spots. They go get to a spot that's open and not standing with a defender in line of them. They're actually moving to a spot that's open so they can be seen, so they can get a pass. And uh, you know, Indiana also the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They always get to their little spots. Their hands. If you watch Indiana too, watch Indiana and OKC. Watch these guys. They'll be sitting there. They'll go to their spots. Guys will start driving. As soon as the guy starts driving, all the guys that are in their spots are sitting there with their hands like this. Like this. I try to tell my guys I coach all the time, man, look, I'll stop a drill, right? I'll stop a drill because they'll be coming off. We're running maybe a one-on-one king of the hill play, and I have them coming off to get the ball. Got to teach them first of all how to make the separation. Put your foot in front of them, put your body, put your arm up, boom, make that separation, right? But not only that, have your hands ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Have your hands ready. And if you're a shooter, you coming off a curl right there on that free throw, man. I had to show him how to come off the curl. I'm like, dude, the guy that had the ball, when I did like this to him, I did just like this to him. He passed the ball. I told him, I said, look, I didn't say a word to him. I didn't tell him what to do. I said, all I did was have my hands ready and look at him. And the ball came out of his hands to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just little things, man. I'll be saying this little stuff, man. I'll be talking crazy, man. I get it. I do. But basketball is a passion, man, and being able to help you know what I'm saying, everybody see how to do this at that level. Because these guys, man, these guys in the pros, man, they do it. They play. I tell people all the time, man, it's different realms, man. They play at a different level, bro. They play at a different level, man. But once you see, like guys like Chet, Jalen, um, um, Jones brothers, Trent. Once you see, and some of our guys from before, Coffee, he in the league doing his thing too. He is doing his thing. I don't know if y'all been watching the Clippers, but Coffee doing his thing too. But these guys have been able to make it in the league, and they've been able to see like, okay, man, I can do this on the level that they do it, and it's a mindset because when you look down at how these guys played when they were in high school. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Look at how these guys that I just named played in high school, and they're in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So your level of play has to be at least how theirs was. You know what I'm saying? Just to have a shot at it. You know what I'm saying? So when people get upset with the way that I'm trying to put, because when you're in high school, it's too late. We're too late. We're too late. You know what I mean by that? I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that when you're in high school and you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to teach them how to do that and teach them about winning. You're too late. And the reason why I say it like that, because I'm harsh, first of all. This Thailand TV. What I'm saying, you listen, lessons. If you don't, it wasn't meant for you. Now, what I mean by that in high school, our kids are too late, is what I mean is if the club says that no one can get in at 10 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, and I show up at 10:20. Either I can leave or I can go home. Excuse me. Either I can leave and go home, or I can sit there and try to negotiate my way to get in. That's why I say our kids are late. They're too late. Because now they gotta beg themselves to get in. Now they gotta see this. Everything I'm saying makes sense. Third, fourth, fifth grade, kids are getting looked at that age. All the basketball players, all the professional basketball players, kids that's in getting all this shine. They've been getting shine since they were little kids. They're already in. They're already being talked about. The top 20 that go into a McDonald's All American game, they're already being talked about. They were talked about when they were in third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. That's why I say our kids are in high school and they're trying to get it in high school. They're too late. But you can get into the club because there have been times where I've showed up at the club that say they closing the club at 10 o'clock and it's 10:20 and I'd be like, hey man, hey look, come on man, hey, yo, so hey, hey man, what's up man? It's T Dub. Hey man, what's up? What's up? Oh, what's up, Tyler? Yeah, cool. Come on, get in. They let me in. So yeah, we can get them in, but now we gotta negotiate. Now we got to spit game to you. Now we got to tell you, hey, look, it's crunch time. Now we got to say, hey, look, it's go time. Hey, look, we ain't got no more time, bro. We got to get this now, bro. We got to turn it on right now, bro. You ain't got no time because, look, it's June right now. My kids I was coaching when I was trying to explain to them, that season's done. It's June right now. Young people, you see how fast time moves? And it's a blessing you have older people in your life because now we slow down time. Now we slow down time. Young people, time just going. They don't even know. Just going fast. They don't even know. It's too late when you get to high school, but we can get you in. We can get you in. We're gonna negotiate for you. We're gonna work for you. We're gonna my 800 Styles Productions. We do videos for you. We put highlights out there for you. Promo you. We put a whole recruiting package together for you, so you can get out there and get seen. And now they can say your name. Now they can recognize you. And now it's 10:20, and they're letting you in the club. But we got to get them when they're young. We got to push these young people, man. We got to get them to be the best they can be because we want them to have a better life than us. And I think a lot of times, I was thinking about this the other day. I think a lot of times parents want their kids to have the life that they would have had. But your kids ain't you. So when we're telling them what to do, we can't tell them what to do. We can tell them, hey, look, if it was me and if it was happening for me, this is what I would do. But I need you to understand, what do you want to do? Because a lot of times we tell the kids, this is what I would have done. If this was for me, I would have did this. Like, they should do that. And we got to teach them how to think for themselves and understand, okay, what is your choice? What choice do you want to make? Nah, we ain't gonna make it. nah, we ain't gonna do that. But what we can do is we can do that, but add in a little bit of this. Sprinkle in a little bit of this, young people. Sprinkle in a little bit of this. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Do what you want to do. It's all good. It's all gravy. We got you. We're going to watch you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you that knowledge, man. We're going to give you these gems, man, these jewels, man. So do what you choose to do. But it's go time, man. It's go time, young people. And watching these finals, man, should give y'all young people a side of that, because this is some good basketball. This is two good basketball teams, man. Man, all the young people that I deal with understand my passion for sports, man. And make sure you guys are using, get that. Hopefully, you all can get the opportunity to use sports to take you guys to where you need to get to. And it's endless. It's endless. I've seen people treated like stars in other countries. I've literally watched my brother come out of the arena, and they ask him to sign autographs, and they're like, yo, we call you Maccabi Kobe. You Maccabi Kobe. So he's just busting their head in Maccabi, man. Israel, man. It's going wild over there, man. That's we'll probably talk about that on my next show. I just kind of want to see where that's going and get some more information and stuff like that before I talk about that. But I do want to delve into that. But yeah, man, we was over there, man, for 6 months, man. They give you a car, and not just there; it's all over, man. Because he was in Barcelona, he was there too. They give you a car. They gave you a place to live. Everything was rent free. Car was free. Bodyguards if you need them. Take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? They put the kids in daycare. It was a rocking, boy. They went to school. You know what I'm saying? The boys went to school in Israel. You know what I'm saying? For a minute, when we came back, it was funny because when we came back, TJ was reading this way. He was reading right to left. I was like, oh, shoot. We got to get that boy back reading left to right. So, and that was pretty funny. That's how you read over there, man. But yeah, it was pretty funny, man. But nah, man, over there, man, they came out, man, of the stadium, man. I got a little footage of my stuff, man, on it. And on my YouTube page, man, I got a couple of videos of us over there. And you know, just a good time, man. Because the people there were really nice. And like I said, man, it's an opportunity, man. You don't have to look at it like, oh, we don't, get drafted to the NBA, everything is over type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize there's a lot of places that are playing basketball right now, and there's a lot of places with money. I'm just saying. So if you get the chance to go to the next level, college, get a free scholarship, get your education, and then come out and go grab a couple of mil overseas somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Build the empire, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. I threw it out there like it's real simple because it really is. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta say. Manifest that shit. So yeah, man. But nah, man, today was just really all about the NBA, man. Just wanted to talk about the NBA right now, man. I'm really happy about this game. It was a good game, man, for Indiana. I just feel like the suggestions that I made, they applied. I think the way that they D'd up OKC, holding Chet under the 12, keeping Jay Will under 20. Shea gonna get off about his 20. Actually, they deed him up pretty good because I would expect him to have at least 30, but they deed him up really, really good. Just being everywhere and standing their ground. Yeah, there was a couple of calls that he's gonna get, but mainly so they were standing their ground. Help was coming at the right times. Harlestein got off on 10, but Chet only had 4, so that was the switch up on that one. And Caruso had 0, which is shocking. Like I said, it was real shocking to me. And then Indiana did what they did offensively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in double figures. So we'll see what crackulating, man. We'll see what's popping, man. Sunday night game 7 is going to be at Oklahoma City Thunder home court. It's gonna be crackulating, man. So I'll be at the crib watching it, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely so. I'm definitely watching it. I know all my Indiana peeps is going to be watching this game, man. It's going to be crazy, man. I'm going to have to give a couple of calls with some cousins, man, and see what's up. Because I know they going insane up right now. Every spot probably off the chain up in Indy right now, lit right now. They probably lit in Indy right now, boys, tearing down stuff on the low. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? My whole town, man. That's where my family is from, man. So much love to them right now, man. This is a good time to be in Indiana, man. I know Reggie Miller. I know Reggie having a good time right now. Where he at? He at the steakhouse? He probably at the steakhouse, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thank you guys, man, for joining me tonight real quick, man. Talking about some basketball with you, man. Talk your ear off like I usually do on Thailand TV because this is all we do. We do what we do like we doing it for TV. Holla at your boy, man. Stay tuned with me, man. Stay up with me, man. Let's get it crackulating, man. If you wanted me to talk about anything, man, go ahead and throw it on there, man. Throw it right on one of my pages. Shoot, right. You can write on my wall too. I don't care. I don't hide nothing, man. All my stuff is out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a public figure, man. I'm trying to be that dude, man. Holla at your boy, man. If you want me to talk about something, man, just type it up, man. I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, I want to get a couple of guests on here pretty soon. I got a friend of mine that she's like a life coach. Let's see if I can get in touch with her, maybe get her on, and give my boy G Trent on. Also get my boy Marco on, and do it like that. Plus, we got Real Recognize Real. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get these videos edited and over to you guys so you guys can hear some more conversations about what me and Rob want to talk to you about. So always stay tuned for Real Recognize Real, weekly podcast. And you know what I'm saying? Once again, it's your boy, man. I'm going to check in with y'all again tomorrow and see what y'all up to Friday. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do for you guys? Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust a freestyle for y'all tomorrow. How about that? It's Freestyle Friday. I'm going to bust a freestyle for y'all tomorrow. I'm going to give y'all that, man. Show y'all my flow. See if I still got it. I got to see if I still got it, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to think when I'm going to do it because if I do it in the daytime, I can't be having no curse words. And sometimes, man, I'll be, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be letting them things fly. But we'll see. We'll see the mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be daytime and nighttime, you know? But, yeah. One love to everybody, man. Thank you for tuning in to me, everybody that does. Well, I love y'all, man. Much love to everybody, man. The blessings, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace out from the God, man. 800 to this house, boy.